Hi everyone. Thought I might read you a story. It's been a while since I did that. I hope you like the background I'm using here. It's better than showing you the state of my study where all this stuff goes down. The story I'm going to read for you today is called Exposure Compensation. It's available in my second collection. My first collection is Crowshine. The second collection is this one, Serve Cold. Um, and it's one of the stories can be found in there along with a whole bunch of others. So if you've got it, you could read along. If you haven't got it, lots of new stuff to find in there and worth your time. Award-winning collection of short fiction, horror stories, dark fantasy stories. This one is a story of revenge more than anything else. Give it a go. It's called Exposure Compensation. Each time the shutter clicks, it burns through every fiber of me. But my satisfaction helps me deal with the pain. It's working. The cunning woman told me it would hurt. That's what she called herself, a cunning woman. Not a witch, I'd asked, and she just smiled. The shutter fires again, and so do I, magic ripping through me. I force the smile to remain on my face, despite the furnace wave breaking over me. I hope I have the strength to see out the shoot. The more shots he takes, the better. You're sure about this, Kate? The cunning woman had asked me, her grey eyes hard as stone. Yes, I'd replied, more sure than I've ever been of anything. You truly understand the consequences? I'd nodded. I'm dying anyway. The shutter snaps again, like it's taking bites out of me, and I shudder with the pain. Garth looks at me, past his old-fashioned camera. Chin up, darling. What's the matter? You look like you're smelling a turd or something. I shake myself, cracking the best smile I can, look as sultry and smoky for the camera. Tits out a bit, love. Push 'em forward. I comply, feel a soft breeze over my naked skin just before I hear the shutter and brace for another pulse of fire. I hadn't really believed Beverly that night, so long ago, when she told me about the cunning woman, how her magic was real. Revenge magic, Beverly had called it, and it always has a very high price. We'd smoked a joint, drunk expensive champagne in the VIP area of the club, and laughed our asses off about revenge magic. But as the night drew on, Beverly had sobered and grown serious. I'm going to see her. I'll make him pay. I thought I'd misheard, but she meant it. He's a scumbag, I told her. Forget about him and all the tarts he fucked. Get on with your life. I loved him. There had been a passion in Beverly's eyes then. Next time I saw her, she was in St. Mark's. Mind so damaged she didn't know me, her eyes glassy and distant. Her cheating fiancé had been found in an alley the night before, beaten nearly to death. The police said it looked like he'd been attacked by a mob. He was in hospital and rehab for months, ended up blind in one eye, a permanent limp, one arm half paralysed, a speech impediment, and a colostomy bag. Never played guitar again. Beverly's eyes were glassy, but there was something in there, deep and hard to see. It looked to me like satisfaction. Her body was unharmed, only her mind given to drive the magic. And she should come out of it, the doctors said, eventually. Hopefully, no permanent harm. That was her gamble, and she obviously thought she was strong enough to make it work. Totally worth the risk, she'd said. I'll never know. The magic she chose was different to what I've bought because she wanted to survive it. Funny how I was in St. Mark's anyway that day to get my results. That terrible news, the doctor's eyes so guarded, while he told me my life was over. He started listing options and therapies, and I'd shaken my head and walked out to see Beverly. I'd looked into her glassy-eyed satisfaction, and ideas began to circle my grief even then. Possibilities. Revenge magic. Given a few more months, the cunning woman said, Beverly should come around, start her own rehab journey. The cunning woman helps all kinds of girls in all kinds of situations. She was hot property in the 70s, she told me, but was used and abused right through her career, so she was more than happy to help me. The shutter snaps, and I burn. Tits forward, arse up, Garth says with a yellow-toothed grin. Give me a side on. I turn and arch like Betty Boo, even put one forefinger to my lower lip and pout. Garth laughs, guttural and foul. Lovely. Click, click, click. My skin feels like it's going to peel away from my flesh. My eyes narrow, but I'm proud I don't flinch. Garth stands up, sniffs. This roll's all done, love. Call it there for a day, eh? His eyes rove up and down my nudity, never once engaging my eyes. How many do you have? I ask. Two rolls of 36. Should be able to find some corkers among that lot. We'll make a few quid off these. You've still got it. I hope so. Terrible waste of film otherwise. You're never a waste of film, Kate. You're beautiful. He honestly thinks that's a compliment. Like I don't remember his sweating, leering face over me when I was only 15 as he pumped away, promising me the stars and a career on the biggest billboards in the world. Me and all the other girls he suckered in. He can't believe I've come back to him after all these years, and his ego prevents him suspecting a thing. I think I played the down and out desperate bimbo pretty bloody well. Shall I come back tomorrow? I ask, making my voice as little girl as I can. Yeah, come about 11. He leers and winks as he emphasizes the word come. I nod and smile and pull on my robe, tottering only slightly on 6-inch heels I'm not used to anymore. The sheer silk is barbed wire over flesh that feels flayed and barbecued. It's all I can do to not stumble and wince as I walk away. But I stand tall and slip into the bathroom. I expect him to come in as I dress, as I hold in tears against the agony, but he doesn't. Maybe he's planning to save that for tomorrow. It's not like he'll have changed. He still uses film even, which is just as well for me. Laying in a bath of cool water eases the torture of the shoot. The pain of the cancer eating me up is never ending, but I've almost grown used to that. So unfair to take me so young. I'm not even 30. But what has ever been fair about life? There's nothing they can really do, so I take that as an opportunity. It was this or start chemo and lose my looks, my strength, almost certainly my life anyway. With treatment, my chances are still ridiculously slim. I saw my mother go that route, and she suffered so much before she died. This way, I'm in charge, and I get something. When I close my eyes, I can see him, see what he sees, like the cunning woman said I would. This is powerful magic, Kate. You'll be connected, and when he... I know, it's okay, really. She nodded sagely and began mixing and incanting, taking a few drops of my blood from every fingertip, every toe. Her process was fascinating. When the potion was made and the spells cast over it, she gave me the tiny vial and said, "Drink it all down in one go, right before you start. Don't miss your window. And it doesn't work with all this modern digital stuff. You'll need facsimiles, not pixelations or whatever they're called." This cunning woman's magic was so recently modern, using all kinds of film and tape, diodes and transistors to power her spells. But already the world's moving on, technology leaving her magic behind so soon after it had been conceived. Hopefully she can adapt, keep helping girls like me and Beverly. But Bev got to her musician scumbag fiance one way, and I'll get to Garth another. It was never really going to be a problem. Old Garth, he always loved the grainy authenticity of proper film. With my eyes closed, I see row upon row of drying prints in Garth's darkroom, hanging images made monochrome by the blood-red glow. He tips chemicals into bottles and tidies away his tools, stands back and surveys his work. 72 of me smile, pout, and pose back at him. His hand disappears into his pants as he looks at each one and licks his lips. My eyes pop open. He can have that all to himself. I have no need to see, to feel. I swallow bile, the pain through my flesh and skin rising up again, and run more cold water into the bath. Eventually, I find my way to my bed, lay on top of the soft covers. A few vodkas ease my mind, and I'm ready to go, to witness. I'm at peace. The magic is working, reducing me. Closing my eyes, at first it's just darkness, and I panic that something's wrong. Breathing deeply, I wait. A sound comes to me, and it's from there, not here. Scraping and tapping. I feel the first sensation of separation. I see the gloomy shape of a bedroom and realise Garth has opened his eyes, awoken by the sound. "Who's there?" he calls out, his voice weak and scared. He clears his voice, shouts again, mock bravado. "Who's bloody there?" He rises, pads across the room into a hallway. He follows the sounds downstairs and stands before his darkroom, head cocked to one side, brow creased in confusion. I switch my vision with ease, so close to death now. sometimes viewing from above him, sometimes through his eyes. Am I already dead? His hand is slow and trembling as it reaches out. The door opens and he gasps, staggers back. I walk out, naked, proud, wearing nothing but high heels and ferocity, grinning at him with a feral hunger. But it's only part of me, my facsimile. Ghostly, the doorframe plainly visible through me, but I'm deadly for all my spectral instability. That's what I was promised. In the dark room, I see myself peeling out of each photo, stepping down to the floor as I grow to my full height. Garth screams, stumbles backwards into the lounge room. He falls over the arm of a sofa, leaps to his feet again. More and more of me peel free, step out, and grow to meet him. I surround him as he turns in circles, eyes wide and white. He gibbers and spits, trying to put terror into his words. What's happening? More of me, naked and tall and oh so gorgeous, step from the dark room into the soft light of his lounge. I gather around him, a furious legion, staring at him through so many of my eyes. You won't hurt any more girls, all my mouths say. Dozens of me move in on him, terrifying in my natural power. 72 pairs of hands raise, fingers hooked into claws. Garth drops to the floor in a pool of his own piss and he screams and begs for mercy. Our mouths open wide. 72 vengeful voices howl and we fall on him and shred him. We're laughing as Garth dies, and it's the last thing I know. That was exposure compensation from my second collection of horror stories called Served Cold. I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to share it around. Grab the book if you haven't read it already. And I'll see you in the next one.